All right, you guys. Hi, Alec. Hi, Misty. We are going to dive right. Hi, Jess. Right into tonight's team call because we get Casey for about 30 minutes and then she's got to pop off onto her team call. So you guys, first of all, I'm so excited that you all are here. Happy Monday. What an amazing week coming off of that promo. And I know some of you are headed out of town. We're in like full summer vacation. And I just want to applaud you for making some time to hop on your Monday night. And I will tell you, we're going to do things a little bit in reverse tonight because I want you all to learn as much as you possibly can from Casey. So we're going to go right into the grittiness of our team call, but don't pop off when we're done because there is some major, and I'm talking major recognition to be happening and celebrated right now that we're going to come back to. And then I just have a few little tips and some things to wrap up. So sometimes we do that in the beginning. We're going to reverse things. So hang tight. So I'm going to introduce Casey, you guys, and she's here in Colorado with me. I'm so lucky and I'm so blessed to have her energy in the Rocky Mountain. Literally, I got the phone with her today and I was already like feeling so much better because she's so just genuine and energetic. But she has risen to the top of Isogenics. I mean, she's a six-figure income earner. She's a leader in Start in really a short period of time. Many of you may have just heard her on the Glow and Grow call a couple weeks ago, but she is a functional diagnostic nutritionist. She's the owner and founder of 6 Degrees Performance, and she's a global wellness entrepreneur. Her passion, fierce drive, and full-hearted love sets her apart in her field. Casey has been in the fitness industry for over a decade with multiple nutrition certifications and mentorships under her education umbrella. She's a diamond in the rough who has been paving the way in the art of nutrition and health coaching, helping thousands of people live their best life. So you guys, she came into Isogenics and just like this little energetic Tasmanian devil enrolls people so quickly. She rank advances them. She is a 6-figure income earner. She has a fast, massive growing team, but she just loves people and she's so excited. And I've had the privilege of doing a Super Saturday with her. And I literally messaged her this morning. Jess and I were talking. And I text her. I said, can you do our team call? She's like, when? And I was like, in like 9 hours. She's like, sure. And that's what I just love about this company. So Casey, if you could unmute, pop out, and just briefly tell a little bit about your story, your why, how you got connected, why you walked away from what you were doing before. I think so many people just need to get to know you a little bit.
Oh my goodness, guys, how are we doing tonight on this beautiful, amazing Monday morning or Monday? Whoa, it's Monday evening, yo. Guys, I want y'all to put a 1 in the chat if you're feeling grateful right now. Type a 1 in the chat if you're just feeling uber grateful for being here with all these epic humans. Amazing. Because guys, if there's one thing we can all know is like gratitude is the center and the core of everybody's abundance in our lives. And it's something that I've always was raised on being here from Colorado. And the biggest thing is why Isogenics. I said no to Isogenics when I was 22 years old. I was a professional strength conditioning coach at University of Kansas. And I said no because my ego was way too big. And I said, there is no way I'm going to do a network marketing company. Absolutely not. And I trusted this strength coach, but I thought she was bat crazy for doing network marketing. But I was just too egotistical. Let's just be honest. Years go by. You become a little bit smarter as you age. And Isogenics got introduced to me again in 2019. If you fast forward, I've traveled the world and educated other functional diagnostic nutrition practitioners and other strength coaches on how to guide the hero, which is the client down their hero's journey. So I've worked with clients and I've been in 22 different countries helping these different humans. And so traveling is not something that that's not new to me, but something that I absolutely love. However, my life looked so glamorous on the outside, but I was literally dying on the inside. My husband completely has invested in me tenfold. I always just wanted to give more, you guys. Like type a 2 in the chat if you've always wanted to just give more, but had no idea how to do it. And that was me. I had no idea how to freaking do it. And so we invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in masterminds, literally trying to just find ways to get my voice and get my message out there. But it came to a point where it was just too much on the credit card. And in January of 2018, the week after we found out we were pregnant with our daughter, Joe Catherine, we had to claim bankruptcy because we had put too much money on the credit cards, trying to get me and my voice out there, hiring coaches and masterminds that did nothing for me. We were at a point where we were literally walking to the grocery store because we had to make a decision. Do we put money in the car for gas or do we walk and get groceries? But then it got real when we got pregnant. And so we made a decision and left California and came back here to Colorado. We wanted to raise our child here anyways. And this is where I was born and raised. But it was at that moment, you guys, when I was in the bankruptcy attorney, when Trevor was signing bankruptcy attorneys, I promised him that we would never be in that position again. I promised him that we would never, ever, ever, ever have to worry about money. He would never wake up to an email from Wells Fargo that said insufficient funds. We would never not have to have the ability to be able to purchase things. So I worked my ass off while I was pregnant with Joe. I built my business back up to multiple six figures and she was born. But then like I said, I was dying on the inside. Isagenix found me a year and a half later in 2019 in November. I was introduced to Dr. Del Rey. A girlfriend of mine said we would just be friends. She was like, I think you guys would just jive well together. You guys would be great. So she introduced me to Del Rey, and it was a FaceTime conversation that changed the trajectory. We got on a call. She was just wanted to chat because she was a chiropractor. I was an FDN. And she would ask me questions like, are you happy? If you keep going at the pace that you're at, will you be the mom, the woman that you want to show up as? Every answer was no. And she said, if I could show you another way, not saying that it's better, but if I could show you another vehicle, would you be open? I said, sure. What is it? And when she said Isagenix, I about vomited. I was like, no way. Like, really, this is showing up again 13 years later. But at that point, guys, I was so desperate to be with my daughter and not have to take clients on from every hour of the day. I said, sure. So I got on the nutrition system. I had a bunch of inflammation just from being stressed. We all know what stress is. In January of 2020, I released 22 pounds. Finally felt good again. Finally felt whole again. Finally felt like being intimate with my husband again. Finally felt like me, but a better version of me. But I was holding my daughter on my lap. She just had ear tube surgery. I'm sure you moms know that sometimes they need to have ear tubes put in for just to hear because her canals haven't grown enough. And I just wanted a moment with her. Wanted a moment with Joe. My phone's going off because my clients are mad. They're pissed. They want to have my attention. I'm like, I just have a moment with my daughter. I just want a moment. Then my email went off and I was like, what do they want now? And I looked at my email and it was the ISA wallet. I said, you've been paid. And it was a little over $1,200. And I just started bawling. I had no idea. I thought it was a mistake. I was like, oh my God, I have to call Isagenix. Like, why am I getting $1,200? I called Del Rey immediately. I was like, this is a mistake. Like, why did I get $1,200? What did I do? She goes, oh, well, you got these like double pips and all this stuff, which I had no idea what that meant. And I was like, huh. And at that moment, I said, I'm done. Because I just wanted time, you guys. How many of you just want more time in your life? Put a 2 in the chat if you would just crave to have more time and not have to worry. And that's where I was. So when I saw that, I immediately sent emails out and I completely changed my entire business structure because I said, I'm done. I'm going to create the life that I've always wanted for my family. And I'm going to be literally what Lauren Sims told me I was ignorance on fire. And so I got connected with her and then away we went. COVID happened, but I just didn't quit. And now we're here. And now I'm a 3-star with 4 crystal executives. I'm going to hit 4-star this week. And that's where we're at.
You are amazing, you guys, and it's true. Hillary, Courtney, and Del Rey had kind of reached out and said, there's a girl in Denver, I want her to work with you. And we started doing opportunity meetings in the fall of 19 together. And I remember her just coming in and she said, oh my gosh, I think this person's doing this and that and whatever. And she had no idea what manager was. She was like, wait, I'm going to hit manager. Is that a good thing? And I was like, yes, that's a good thing. And that was how she was. And your leadership is incredible. You guys, I talked to her today. She has 60 people coming out for celebration, has planned this amazing event, just has such good culture and such good energy. And I think that it's incredible. So from that really kind of beginning to where you are right now, one of the things that I know everybody is buzzing to know specifically on what you're doing is around the collagen. Your nutritional background may not be duplicative, and I know you love the products, all of them, but right now, you told me today you have 9 salons in Denver on the collagen. So can you walk us through, like, what is that conversation? What are you telling them? What does it look like?
So simple, you guys. So I'm at the point, like, when you just believe in something so much, you could just care less. I call them my dirt list. I'm like, these people are going to be so convicted by me that if I told them I was selling them dirt, they're going to buy the dirt. And so when I call them, guys, I cold call all these salons. Like, I don't have any connections in Denver. That's the funny thing. Like, none of my team is in Denver. They're in every other city. And I was telling Lauren that today, but I have 9 salons enrolled. But I called the salons up. I literally Yelp them. I Yelped all the salons that I had. And I look at all the 4 stars. I went 4-star and above and I Yelp them. I'm like, okay, God, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. And I made a list of the salons in like pockets so that if I'm going out, I can keep them in the different suburbs or whatnot. But I called a salon. Okay. So I'm just going to use one that I just closed yesterday. It's called She Loves Hair Salon. She has great reviews and the owner's name is Sarah. So I call the salon and they answer, whoever answers. And I'm like, hi, I'm Casey Tom. How are you? And they're like, I'm fine. Some people are really pissed when you call. They don't like their job. They make like $10 an hour. So let's make their day. So I call, I'm like, oh my gosh, hi, Sarah. My name's Casey Tom. I'm so excited to have a chance to talk to you. Listen, I was curious. Do you have any brand partnerships with a collagen product for your hair? Like, well, yes, no. A lot of them say they have collagen masks or whatnot. I'm like, listen, I would love to have 5 minutes to come in and show you the number one market disrupting product in the world when it comes to hair, skin, and nails. It's a collagen that is the mind blowing. It is just taking the world by storm. And I know that this would fit perfectly with your salon. I see your reviews on Yelp, and I know that your clients would just love this. Can I have 5 minutes? When can I come in tomorrow? Does between 1 and 2 work? And then they say, well, that doesn't work, or that, yes, it does. I don't know. And I'm like, you just tell me, I just want 5 minutes. And if you hate me after the 5 minutes, we never have to talk again. But I can promise you, if you give me 5 minutes, I will promise you I'll change your life. I'm that convicted, guys. We know that it changes lives. And then they say sometimes they're like really hesitantly, oh, you can come in between hair. Great. By the way, do you drink coffee or tea? And they're like, what? Do you drink coffee or tea? Coffee. Why are you asking? I just am so grateful for your time, and I would love to bring you your favorite coffee drink. What can I bring you? And then they tell me. So to Sarah, she likes, it was this really bougie drink from Starbucks. It was an iced mocha, like double whip, whatever. Wrote it down, brought it into her yesterday. And it's going to sit down. I always have my laptop, and I have the collagen in a little pink baggie, rose gold baggie with tissue paper, a nice cold bottle of collagen. And I walk in and I have my laptop ready with the spreadsheet pulled up. Everyone I think knows what the spreadsheet is. And if you don't, I'll give it to you. And I walk in, and then I'm like, hi, Sarah there. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Here's your drink. And they actually, seriously, she was like, what? Well, thank you. I'm like, that's the drink you wanted. Because half the time, like, they don't get actually brought what someone says they will. And so then I'm like, let's go have a seat. We're going to sit down. And so we go sit down. We're sitting on the couch. I'm holding my laptop. I'm like, this is for you. I want you to open up. I just want you to give a little shake, twist, and sip. And she's like, oh, right now? I'm like, yeah. Try it right now, but have it before your coffee. And she's like, why? I'm like, they'll just taste better. And she's like, okay. So then she opens it up, and every time everyone's looked at the bottle, we know how luxe it is. It's gorgeous. So she looks at it. I'm like, give it a little shake, twist, and sip. So shakes, twist, sips. And everyone's eyes lights up. It's amazing. Great. And she's like, so this is it? This is what you're telling me on the phone? I said, yeah, that is a clinical dose of collagen elixir. That's 5 grams. It's the most potent collagen on the market. I said, what do you think? Do you think your clients would like this? I mean, we could put a little display over there. I'm constantly vision casting. I'm like, that would look so perfect right there. Here's a picture of what the box looks like. And then I have all the marketing material with me. Like, guys, I literally bring all of this with me. So I'm vision casting. I'm like, listen, here, we can give you brochures. We can make these, like, whatever it is that you want, we can make these for you. And what if I told you you'd have to have no inventory, no overhead? And the way that you make income is by a yearly fee of $29. You get to take collagen, and your clients get to do what you do best, help them glow up from the inside out. You do hair, I do collagen. It's a win-win situation. Well, how do they order? They scan this QR code, and I literally hold this up. I'm like, right here, we can put this QR code for you. And then I show them the spreadsheet. I'm like, how many packs do you think you could sell? I was like, most people buy 6 packs. They're double dosing twice a day. It's about $200 a month. And no one's batted an eye. They know what good stuff is. I'm like, so what do you think? Like, talk to me. And Sarah was like, I don't know. I've got 4 styles. I'm like, how many do you think you can move in here? I mean, I'm sure like 2 or 3 a day, maybe. And she's like, well, let's just say 18 for the month. And so I plug it in the spreadsheet. I'm like, this is what you're looking at. And it was like over 15,000. I'm like, that's your income for a year. And she took her glasses and she went like this, and she went like this again, and like this. And she goes, what's the catch? I said, nothing. And she goes, well, what's really the catch? I said, nothing. She goes, I can make that? I said, yeah, just have them scan a QR code and talk to them. Tell them to get it. She said, that's it? I said, yeah. She was like, I need to digest this. I don't get that. And I was like, I know, right? I was like, so why don't we just get started? Do you want a 6 or a 4 pack? And what marketing material do you want? And then we got her started. It's all about posture. It's just the posture, you guys. All of you can do what I'm doing. You all can cold call salons. You all have that conviction. You just have to go in there and know that this is the best darn collagen on the market. And as an FDN, I can tell you, I never prescribed collagen ever in my entire career as an FDN. I never prescribed collagen because I know that it oxidizes. I couldn't wait for a liquid collagen to come out. I'd always prayed for something better with collagen because powdered collagen is a waste of money. Even if my clients had bought collagen, I tell them to throw it out because they were literally throwing their money down the drain. I'm like, listen, you can keep the powdered collagen. It's totally fine. If you want to throw $20 down the toilet every month, that is fine with me. But I'd rather go buy this really cute swimsuit and save my money. I've been telling clients this for over a decade, you guys. I can tell you with the utmost conviction, there's nothing. If you guys don't have the belief in the collagen, call me. Let's talk. I mean, we will talk about it. There's nothing better on the market when it comes to our collagen. It's literally, like you hear Jessica Brickner say, it is a hero product. You have to have posture when you walk into those salons and know that without a shadow of a doubt, you're about to change their business. You're about to give them extra money that they only had ever dreamed of. And when you have that posture and conviction, they're not going to say no. I've had people tell me on the phone, quit selling me snake oil. Let me tell you, I've called over, I've called close to 40 salons in Denver, and I've got into 9 and I've closed every single one. You just have to get into them. Okay. You just have to get in there and you'll close them. So that's what I'm doing with salons.
You're amazing, and that is so valuable. You guys, we'll get this recording out as quickly as possible. For those of you asking for the spreadsheet, I just put it in a Facebook Messenger group that we all communicate on. It also was a file in Dreamers in Action. It's at the top right now, and I sent it to Jessica, so Jessica can send it out to her Messenger threads as well and post it, so you all will have that. And if you're looking for more details on it, the recordings for the Casey Tom Glow and Grow call with Kathy Coover are already up, and she talks about it more in detail. So I encourage you to watch that, and then that spreadsheet might make a little bit more sense to you. So Casey, one of the things that I have loved since the day you started is the culture of your team. And you have so much fun, and you create not just online with your social media, but truly in your presence. People want to be around you. People want to be doing what you're doing. I mean, you have 4 executives in like record time, and that's incredible in the duplication. Can you talk a little bit about what you're doing to drive the line, how you're getting your people paid, that standard of executive, and what your team is doing that you all are kind of growing together? Because it's lonely at top, and you're doing an amazing job. And I love seeing all of that with everyone together.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I have to like actually give a lot of credit to like your guys' team, to like Jessica and to Erica, who's here too, Rothenberger, who's helped share some things to create simplicity and duplication. But at the end of the day, you guys, what it comes down to for me, when it comes to building culture, it comes down to vision. It literally comes down to enrolling people in your vision. Every single person here, and like, I don't know if you see my whiteboard behind me, but it's my vision. It's our team vision. Like that is what has literally driven the culture of the entire team. And our team is Team V3. And we have a united, everyone has their own vision, which you all should have a vision that is attached to you. But our vision as a team is to help 1,000 humans create a 6-figure residual income to have the freedom and abundance that they desire to live the life they want unapologetically. Keyword unapologetically. And that's what we're recruiting. I'm recruiting me. You see, I would always make money that I feel bad about spending it because I'd like make it and have to go to bills or this. How many of you guys have money mindset stories? Type a 1 in the chat if you have a money mindset story. And you might be scared to go do your nails, or like, oh, I don't want to tell people that I went and bought this because that might look like I'm being a hoity-toity or my nose is up in the air. How many of you guys have that? But how good would it feel to know that you have the ability to have an income and the ability to create abundance and be able to do the things you want, because you don't need to answer to anybody but yourself. The only person that matters, their opinion, is the person that you're looking at in the mirror every single morning when you go to bed, and that's you. And that's when whatever we are enrolling, we have a simple, very, very simple scripts, and we're reaching out to people. And the culture that we have with our team is, do you want to live better, be better, see better, and do better? Which is all part of our Isogenics mission. And we're reaching out to people, we're looking for people that want more in life. We're looking for people that want to help leave this planet in a better position than how they arrived. If that's you, we want you. If that's not you, that's not. We have said no to more people joining our team than yes, because we have a culture that we're protecting. We're not just going to take anybody on the team. If you want to go and just be a salesman, go. But if you want to come here and change lives and live unapologetically and be able to do the things you desire, then do it. But we have that every single day. We have a team call every single Sunday. We have workout calls every single morning that are ran at 5 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Friday. You don't have to be on them, but we rotate. We have workout calls because most people like to get their work done in the morning. We also run them at night, but different team members run them. But guys, when we do the workout calls, literally we're sitting in silence and we're working. It's not chat time, it's work time. Because most people on our team are busy professionals or moms that just left the workforce to have an hour a day, but they want that accountability. So we sit on Zoom and we do that, okay? We sit in person and we're doing this and we're working. That's the culture, but always reminding people. So if people say it gets hard, we dig deep down their pain points. I'm like, Lauren, if Lauren's had a really bad day and she got all zeros in her LAA last week, I say, Lauren, do you remember you said that you were going to retire your mom at the end of the year so she didn't have to get on the train at 4:00 in the morning every morning and ride it to Chicago? Do you remember that? If you quit now, your mom will not retire. Is that what you want? If that is, then great. Bless you. But I believe you're meant for more. Let's grow. Always reminding them of where it is that they were and who it is that they're becoming. So we're always owning them back to their vision and their why for being here. Because if we're complacent, we're never going to be the same. You have to believe that you're meant for more. You have to know this is going to be a different journey. But then everybody has a pattern interrupt playlist. Who has a song? Come on now. Who has a song that, like, you're having a bad day, you have your patterns. We have a team pattern interrupt playlist. Everyone has their song. They put it on there. So if, like, you're having a bad day, energy is everything. You guys have to get up and you guys have to jump around. I have a trampoline in my office for a reason. You guys have to cultivate energy. No matter where you're at, you have to stand up. Come on, guys, everybody stand up with me. Come on, get up. And you got to shake it out. And I'm going to play with you guys my pattern interrupt song. Do you hear this? You got to believe that I got what it takes to stand out above the crowd. Even if I got to shout out loud, that is the only face you'll see. Got to stand out. Do you feel better? Do you feel better? Who feels better? You guys have to cultivate energy. So if you're having a down moment, go back to your vision and your why. Have your pattern interrupt playlist. And guess what? All of a sudden, energy is different. You're back in the zone. You're back in the game and you're off of the sideline. And that's what we do with our team. And we bring people in that don't want to sit on the bench and ride the pine. We bring people in that want to play more, that want to do better and show up better. And we want to remind them why they're here and why they're worth it. And that's why our culture is the way it is, because we've created it from the moment we bring them. We make sure every single person that's coming on, because there's 7 billion people on the planet. You don't just need to recruit people to recruit them. Make sure that they are people that you want to be sitting on a beach with. That's who you want to recruit. It's not just about you have to pick people in gym class. So that's what we do. We make sure we're screening, or you could just say whatever term you want to use, but we get them on a phone to make sure that it's a fit for them. We tell them that. When we're all reaching out, we're looking for new brand partners, or we're looking for business partners, and we're saying, hey, this may or may not be a fit for you. I would love to hop on the phone and learn more about you to see if this is the right fit. And we get on the phone with them and I ask them questions. We make sure that we're screening every single person that could be a possible business builder to see if they fit at our executive table. Are they somebody that fits the V3 culture? We don't just enroll to enroll for numbers. We enroll for impact. We enroll for impact on Team V3, not for numbers. The numbers come with impact. Impact creates income. Impact creates more numbers. And so that's how we do it.
Girl, I can't like type as fast as you're talking right now. It's so good. And I know we all feel so much better. And it's true in that energy shift, that pattern interrupt playlist. I feel like we all need that. You guys should put a 3 in the chat if you're committed, if you don't already have one, to having a pattern interrupt playlist. And it happens to all of us. I was just before this on a call with Ann and Holly and Laura Lori, and we were talking about some upcoming trainings that we're thinking about and how important mindset is. You have to shift out of that. And it happens to all of us. I mean, I would be totally dishonest, but I don't get into a funk. And one of my favorite things to do is go work out, right? Raise my heart rate, sweat, and I'm always a new person afterwards. I mean, whatever that is, but how quickly that is. I mean, I'm not sure I'm putting a trampoline in my office yet. I love it, but how quickly that happened. And you just changed the vibration of 88 people on this call. I mean, absolutely incredible. So the last thing, and I promise I would honor your time and get you off in time for your own team call. If you had any tips of wisdom on systems that you're using or what you're seeing that duplicates, I think we all know the excitement of the collagen and just how simple this is compared to the nutrition. But what tips can you offer anyone from a seasoned leader like Jessica Rigner or someone brand new who enrolled with us yesterday?
Don't quit. If there's anything I can tell you guys right now, we can give all the scripts in the world. We can give you the best systems in the world, which you guys are so blessed with Jessica Rigner and Lauren Danielle. You guys are so blessed. Like, I looked at them as celebrities when I first came into Isogenics, and I still do. Like, their time is everything. And you guys have them as your personally enrolled, and they can give you everything, absolutely everything. But what it comes down to is taking action. That's what it comes down to. Guys, that's all it is. I know we're looking for the next best script, the next best ATM, the next best move. But what I can tell you from being here for a year and a half and what I've seen people come and go is stay consistent and don't quit. We're going to have good and bad days. You're going to have days you want to throw the towel in, but don't quit. You might do 5 reach outs today. That's great. Tomorrow might be 1, but as long as you are doing it every day. And guys, when it comes to reach outs for business, I'm unapologetic. I don't like fluff or nutter. Don't give me the marshmallow fluff. Give me the steak, the meat, the baked potato. Okay. I don't want to be fluffed. So what I can tell you that's been extremely successful for our team is we recruit how we would want to be recruited. So I might be different than Lauren and then Jessica, but I recruit how I'd want to be recruited. Jessica recruits how she'd want to be recruited. So if your recruit is you want to fluff them, then go fluff. Give them all the marshmallow fluff. Fluff their butts. But if you want direct, which is how I am, I say, listen, I have a business opportunity that has changed my life. I know that you'll be perfect at this with me. Can I have 10 minutes to show you what it is that I'm up to? I would be so grateful for your time. If it is a fit for you, we'll run together. If it's not, we'll still be friends. But that's how I approach every single, even the cold ones. Lauren, I love your energy. Like when I'm looking for brand partners or someone on Instagram, Lauren, I love your energy. Girl, we would resonate and click so much. Listen, I have an opportunity. It may or may not be for you, but I'm looking to partner with humans just like you. And I give 3 compliments. Your energy, your radiance, and your hardworking personality would fit perfectly at my leadership table. Can I have 10 minutes to tell you what I'm up to? And then I tell them, I don't fluff. I just shoot them straight. So shoot them how you would want to be recruited. Don't be anybody but yourself because you're good enough. And you guys don't have chicken lists. My one thing in Team V3 is our culture. There's no such thing as a chicken list. And you know, people, you've heard the word chicken list and okay, I'm going to reach out to my chicken list. No, change the language to your leader list. Who do you want to lead with you? So then when you reach out to them, you're not saying, you know what, I've been scared to reach out to you. You've been on my chicken list, but I decided to go for it. So I'm going to ask you to be my business partner. No, say, hey, Erica, I have thought about you for such a long time because man, have I been so excited to talk to you because I see you working perfectly alongside me as a leader in what it is that I'm doing. Can I have 10 minutes to talk to you? Get your leader list out. Burn the chicken list, get your leader list out, create your pattern interrupt playlist. Always remind your team and yourself of your vision and mission and why you're here, and show up with your blinders up and go serve your people.
You're amazing. I absolutely adore you. What a gift. What an honor to have you. And thank you for doing it on such the fly. I can't wait to see you next Wednesday. You guys blow up the chat. Give a 4, give a 5, give a 10 if you think she's a 10 out of 10, you know, just for popping on here. And please don't disconnect yet. We're not quite done yet. But Casey, thank you for giving us 30 minutes of your valuable time. I adore you. I cannot wait to squeeze you on Wednesday. Thank you.
You're welcome, guys. If you need anything, let me know. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Amazing, girlfriend, amazing. Literally, Jess and I were texting, and I said, I'm going to ask her like right now. And I was like, well, we'll see. And it was incredible. And she was like, yep, absolutely. And really, truly grateful to be on here. So there was just a couple of things that I wanted to share with you guys. And I was chatting with Jess about earlier. And I told you this whole call is a little bit in reverse tonight. But one of the things that I really want to highlight that I love about this team and I love about the company is cross-line or accountability that you're not financially linked to. There is such a blessing to learn from and lean in to people that is not your downline and is not your upline. So Jess and I have been cross-line. We've been in this almost 8 years together, you know, and Janie ran us together. She mentored us together. Our teams are like one big family. You know, we've done parties together. We've traveled together. Many of you have no idea which team you're on or who's on which team or whatever, which is amazing. But it's so much bigger than that. When I think about how much I've learned in this company from Hillary Courtney, from Zach and Aidan Slobin, from Lindsay Winia, from Casey Tom, from Trudy Maples to Erica Rothenberger, because it's open and we all just show up and serve, that I want you to really tap into that. I mean, Jessica's an incredible leader. Ann and Holly and Brandy and Ashley, you guys are incredible leaders on my team. Keitha, Jenny, Laura, I mean, fabulous leaders, but you have the ability to learn from this entire company. And like lean into that and use those people for ideas, use those people for what books they're reading, use those ideas for what contests they're doing. And it's just fresh energy. And that's what's going to keep you excited, and it's going to keep you enthusiastic, and it keeps it like, oh my gosh, I hadn't thought about that. Or, oh my gosh, I've forgotten about that. You know, sometimes I just pick people's brains. I'm like, what are your team really working for right now? Like, what are they going for? And someone will say, oh, this little, I'm a badass bracelet. I'm like, what? I'm like, here I am still giving out Lululemon, and maybe Lululemon's from, 2015. No one cares about it anymore. It's the old school on the block. And I say, all right, this week we're giving out badass bracelets. That's what's working really well. And to be able to tap into that and just have these people that fill your cup. I love what Casey just said about that intercept of a playlist. And you can do that with a song. You can do that with a jump. You can do that with a text and a call. And one of the greatest gifts that I know Jessica and I have is we have this foursome of friendship that we have been celebrating literally since 2013. Our first trip was in 2014. And it has been everywhere from, oh my gosh, compliance just called me, like, you know what I mean? Like, I hate when that happens. Or this person's up and coming right now, and we're celebrating them together, or whatever that may be. And even when life is a little bit frustrating, just to have these richness of the friendships, that I encourage you guys to get to know other people in this company, build those relationships, learn from each other, lift each other up, and run together. It is so fun to have a running mate and to have that accountability partner. And with that, one of the things I was going to chat about before we brought on Casey tonight was that this entire business, when we overcomplicate it, right? What do I say? How many times have I followed up? What have I posted about in the last 3 days? Is it too many collagen posts? Are people annoyed because I've got a free shipping post up? Or, oh my gosh, I should probably post about my daughter because I've only posted about my dog. Or whenever we get into our head about this, number one, you're not having fun with it. So guess what? No one else is having fun with it. And this business is the best when we check perfection at the door, right? And truly get out of our head, and we lean into our heart, which is what we can offer somebody else. Every single one of you is on this call because someone has given you the Willy Wonka of nutrition, the Willy Wonka of collagen, the Willy Wonka of residual income. Like, that has been gifted to you. And when you step in to not worrying about what's happening to you and just focusing on what you can do for somebody else, like, that is where you're unattached to the outcome. But I'll tell you what makes it fun is energy and enthusiasm. I remember some of the early calls that Jessica would do. And when she would teach how she was looking for influential people, because Jessica is more skilled in sales than me. We came from different backgrounds. I was like, what does that mean? Like, well, you're looking for influential people. Like, I'm not going to enroll the president. Like, what does that mean? I didn't get it. And she said, I'm looking for the girl in the PTA that if she told me to put blueberry jam on my underwear, because I would smell better, I would do it or something. I'd be like, what? Like, what is she talking about? But there was humor in this. It was funny. It would make you want to get on the call. And I all of a sudden knew what she was talking about. And I would go to parties listening for the person who was recommending lip gloss, and everybody bought it. I would be like single-handedly looking for the person, in the grocery store who was charismatically recommending a recipe to somebody else. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's an influential person. They do it naturally, and whatever they do, people buy. You guys, I talked about this just briefly on our work call the other day, but I went to Arizona last week. And I was laughing because I truly knew I was surrounded with these influential network marketers, because the amount of times one of them said, oh my gosh, this is the best, you need it, and sent me a link. Like, I came home and there was so much shit getting delivered to the door. Ryan was like, what is this? I was like, I don't know. Angela made me buy this face cream. She made me buy this insect repellent. She told me I needed this tank top. It was the most random things, but I was with these women that made it seem like I couldn't live without it. And that's what we have here. And this is why it was so exciting and so fun. And I briefly touched on this about that January energy. When we were launching this, you guys, we were enrolling people. We were taking pre-orders built on the belief of what people in New Zealand and Australia told us. None of us had tried it, right? We're like, the rumor is it tastes like grape juice. It could have tasted terrible. We didn't know, right? None of us had our own transformations, but we were enrolling people. I had a list. I remember entering like 20 orders the Thursday night, even before it was supposed to launch on Friday at NYKO, if y'all remember. And it oh my gosh, it's live. And I had all of these pre-orders. I was so excited about it. People knew they had a hold of something that was so new and so fun before I'd even sampled it myself. Right? And that's the energy that people want to be a part of. When you talk about this magic in a bottle, when you talk about liquid gold, that's why there's people that are coming out of nowhere that you've never heard their names, and they've enrolled 20 people in a week. They've enrolled 30 people in a week because they're so excited, and it's so simple. But it starts with you, and you truly are the energy you want to attract. And sometimes I say this for other people, and sometimes it's a reminder for myself, but every single moment, you truly are either a magnet or a shield. And it happens in your social media, it happens at the grocery store, it happens on your calls with people. And just to be so excited and so enthusiastic, this is such a gift. And when I go through some of the recognition, you guys, here in a minute, I want you to like literally don't just hear these people's names, okay? I want you to think about for a moment the thousands, the tens of thousands of lives that have been impacted. I want you to think about that this didn't happen overnight. Some of you are looking at Ashley DeChico's success, and I remember when she came in. You want to know who's never missed an auto ship? You want to know who's always been on team calls, right? Who's always gone to events? I mean, this doesn't just happen by accident, right? And I want you to think about the impact. I remember when Jess stood on stage talking about that she was going to become a foster mom, right? And the woman who had nannies raising her kids, FaceTiming her to watch her own daughter's piano recital, the impact that she's having and the experience that she's living, that this recognition is not like, oh my gosh, you enrolled 10 people. That is 10 people who at the bare minimum are going to look better and feel better. In the best case scenario, are going to become debt free. They're going to open up their own charities. They're going to be able to give back. They're going to be able to serve so many people. They're going to have better marriages because they're not stressed out. And I want to just remind you guys of one thing before I go into this recognition, because it's powerful and it's amazing, right? Is don't allow your beginning to be someone else's middle. Right? We all come from a different skill set. And sometimes it's so easy to allow that comparison to thieve us of what's happening, but everything is a win. I talked to a girl today that hit the 5-cycle bonus, and she cycled organically 5 times, right? $260 plus the $250. I mean, she was so ecstatic. And she reminded me of myself. She's like, you have no idea how many shifts I would have to make to be able to do this. And it was so simple and it was so fun. And that to me is just as profound and just as exciting as celebrating Jessica Rigner, who will not tell you this, so I'm going to tell you this, had her largest week in just under 8 years. I mean, her business is completely more than maxed out. She is now platinum and working on her reentry. Doug's business, Rank Advanced. You guys, Doug is a 6-star Golden Circle. I mean, cycled over 150 times, but she has worked diligently and tirelessly, has said yes to every call, to every message, and literally from the person who had their very first cycle to someone who's cycling over 450 times a week combined, you know, in those businesses. It is absolutely amazing. And that's what we have here. That's what we're able to give to people. And I want you just to hold on to that and really just trust this process and seriously put some noise together, blow up this chat, clap your freaking hands, because the first person I'm going to tell you, Ashley DeChico, 5-star Golden Circle. Are you guys freaking kidding me? That is a multiple 6-figure income earner. I mean, you're the top 1% of the company. Brandy Brokaw, 3-star Golden Circle. When we just heard her name like a handful of weeks and she's a 6-figure income earner. I mean, that is absolutely amazing. Janelle Kelly, 2-star Golden Circle. Oh my gosh. Nikki Rappel, 2-star Golden Circle. Dr. Erin O'Leary, 2-star Golden Circle. New Crystal executive Erica Kolb. Brand new Crystal managers Wendy McDonald, Rex Paxton, Colleen Skipper, Lori Rakicki, I'm so sorry if that's wrong, Lene Vela. Nancy R, a new manager, and Giovanna Villarreal. I'm so sorry about these. Brand new managers. You guys, new consultants, Lisa Gagliardota, John Kruger, Amelia Garcia, Anne-Marie Green, Linda Spangler. These are all people who are getting their products paid for, earning residual income and getting their teams paid. In this top enroller list, I shrunk this down 3 times, but I want to give some major recognition to Nikki Rappel, 17 enrollments, Danielle Verway, 8 enrollments, Janelle Kelly, Summer Myers, Chantel, all 6 enrollments. And then the rest of you is somewhere between 2 and 5. Michelle Brokey, Christine Butek, Holly Kirsch, Robin Broder, Christy LeBlanc, Chelsea Noble, Kimberly Dunbar, Emily Sutherland, Angela Godbert, Amelia Garcia, Lisa Gagliardato, John Kruger, Elisa Rispoli, Kathy Drenick, Julie Wyckoff, Linda Spangler, Katie Langans, Laura Laurie, Kisa Maxwell, and Kimberly Howe. You guys, if you don't see how possible this is for freaking everybody and what we have a hold of, I don't know how else to bring it to you right now. It is so simple. The product is a game changer. This income opportunity is a game changer. And because I'm talking to two of the girls without Jessica in our major group chat because she just hit platinum, so we're working on something, we were talking about the fact of how different all of our lives were 8 years ago, okay? And this is what I want to leave you with. Whether you are cycling 5 times a week, 10 times a week, 20 times a week, 200 times a week, this company has absolutely changed your life. And I will tell you that 8 years ago, I dreaded every area of my life. Literally, from getting dressed in the morning and going, wow, the fat chick is gonna go teach another spin class, right? Because I was never gonna wear the sports bra because I carried 40 pounds overweight, to clocking in and clocking out for everybody else, to the crappy food I was eating of my 6-pack cooler bag of gross chicken and asparagus all day long. So I was exhausted bartending, waiting on people, and all I wanted to do was sleep, right? And I constantly went to bed going, oh my gosh, I really hope that cash deposit went through before something clears in the morning, because I just didn't have it. I lived in the red. The amount of times I would talk to my sister and say, can you please just PayPal me? Like, it wasn't even Venmo then. She had to do a cash exchange through Chase because we both were Chase bankers. I was like, can you just give me a Chase deposit and I'll pay you back this week after I do some doubles? To the fact that I choose to get up early because I'm a morning person, but I don't have to. That I make more in a month than I used to in a year sometimes, with the pools and the bonuses and everything, right? It's amazing what happens, but the fulfillment, that it never feels like work. To get on this call doesn't feel like a meeting. This is exciting. I'm like, I get to look at all these smiley faces, all these healthy, vibrant people, world shakers and movers. And I want you just to remind yourself how special you are and how special your unique impact is in the world. So I want to invite you guys to just close your eyes. I'm going to close here in less than 2 minutes, okay? And ask yourself and be real on, do you want something or are you committed to something? Because I'll tell you, there's times I wanted to lose weight, and there are times that I actually committed and I changed my life. I want you to ask yourself, do you want to rank advance or are you committed to rank advance? Be real. Do you want to be a 6-figure income earner? Do you want to be an executive? Or are you committed to doing that? Because those are not the same paths. And no matter where you are, we're going to celebrate you and we're going to cheer you on. But when you commit, that means that when the 5 people you thought were going to enroll and purchase the links all of a sudden are giving you crickets, you don't say, oh, sorry, no one's getting back to me. You stay up until 11:59 Eastern time and you reach out to 5 more people. All right. When you want something, it's like, okay, if it's convenient, if someone happens to reach out to me in between my errands and my facial and whatever, that'll be cool. Or you commit, you say, you know what, I'm not going to happy hour tonight because I have a goal. And I promised Angela that I was going to help her rank advance, and I need to be by my phone because I'm going to help this girl tonight. Right? You really, truly get to decide. But I want you guys right now, this is the last week of the commission month. And just imagine what your cycles can be like. Casey just declared it. She's going 4-star. That is 60 cycles. She did not waver. She said, oh, and I'm going to be a 4-star by the end of the week. And she declared that to more than 80 people. You want to know what's going to happen? She will hit 4-star this week. All right. And I want you to just ask yourself, what should look like for you? Do you want to be celebrated as the newest executive, the newest manager, someone that hits the 5-cycle bonus, 1-star, 2-star? Jess and I both are going to do massive recognition for our teams, because even though we can't be all together with corporate, our teams, we're going to do some fun things. We're recognizing people with great spirits and incredible pool earnings and all of these things. And just ask yourself, why are you doing this? Why did you first get started? Why are you doing it now? Who are you doing it for? And most of all, what are your options if you don't do this, right? You are never going to find a team, a culture, a compensation plan, a product, anything like this out there again. So if you're not all out, what are you waiting for? You are seeing massive momentum, and the time is now. So I am so grateful for you guys. I'm sending all of my love to Jessica for safe travels as she goes and does so many amazing things for celebration. You guys are incredible. Please give Casey some love. Give her a message on Instagram or Facebook. Thank her for doing this. We'll see you guys in a week. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you so much. Love you all.